Hello, welcome to today's video. This is a little demonstration and discussion about the first page of Theme from Up, the simplified version. And so let's go ahead and listen to a run through of this page at a slower version. We're placing our left hand in the diminished position and our right hand in D minor position. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. Okay, so as you can see, the right hand does move around quite a bit, so we need to be prepared for that. It's important that we also have an understanding of the rhythm for the right hand too. This is going to be a fast tempo, so we have to be prepared for that with our clapping and counting of the rhythm. We'll do that just for a few measures, not all of it. Let's go ahead now and talk about the left hand first. So the left hand does have some repeated notes, and in measures 16 and 17, we do move up here to play some of the melody, which does go kind of low. Alrighty, so left hand, let's go ahead and take a look. Left hand starts in B diminished position, and the notes are F, 2, 3, finger number 4, C, 2, 3, D, 2, 3, E, 2, 3, and that just repeats again. F, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, D, 2, 3, but then it goes down to C again, 2, 3, and now for the next 4 measures, you're going to have a dotted half note of B natural. 2, 3, 4 times. And then you have left hand here, E, 2, 3, finger number 2, D, and then on measure 15, it's C with finger number 4. Notice now on 16 and 17, your left hand is going to come up here to an F position with B flat, finger number 2 there on B flat. Let's go ahead and clap and count the rhythm for that one there. And the rhythm is going to go like this. 1, 2, and 3, and rest, 2, 3. Once again, 1, 2, and 3, and rest, 2, 3. That first measure did have a rest, but I just said 2. Okay, let's go ahead and play it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, B flat, rest, rest, A, B. Once again, B flat, rest, B flat, C, B flat, rest, A, B. And then the left hand starts up again on measure 21. Once again, B diminished position, F, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, D, 2, 3, back to C, just like we did up there at the top, and then B, once again, B natural, 4 measures, and that's pretty much the entire page. Okay, so that's a review of the left hand. Right hand, a little bit more tricky. Let's take a look at the rhythm, and I'm going to go ahead and show you up here. Okay, so hopefully you can see that despite my large screen there in the corner. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start by clapping and counting the rhythm. We're going to start about right here. Notice that we do begin on the and of 2. Just a little note, I made a mistake on the very first note. So that's not supposed to be an E. That is supposed to be an F. So let's go ahead and make it look more like an F by doing this. There you go. That looks like an F now. Okay, so now we know that's supposed to be F, eighth note. Let's go ahead and clap. I'm going to show you the clapping right up here. Ready? Let's start on measure number 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3, tie, rest, and 3, and 1, rest, and 3, and. So you always have that beat number 2 starting with the 8th rest and 3, and. So that's how we're going to be able to play it. Notice that the notes are starting on F, bum, 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 2, 1, 2, bum, 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 bum. It's gonna repeat similarly throughout this whole first page with that type of rhythm, always on the and of 2 and 3 and, like that. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a clapping and counting. We don't really need to clap much anymore because it's pretty similar for the remainder. Let's start off by reading our notes there on the right hand. Let's go ahead and place it in D position. And we're going to start on the and of 2. Here we go. Saying the note names. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, F, A, F, E, 2, 3, tie, rest, F, A, E, D, rest. And now notice here, you actually do have to move your hand over to C position. So you did have D there with finger number 1, but now finger number 2 is going to play D. Okay, so let's go ahead and play that again before the hand change. 1, 2, 3, 1, rest. F, A, F, E, 2, 3, 1, rest. F, A, E, D. Careful there that you don't play F again, but it's going to now go to E. Move over, and then D, F, D, C, 2, rest. Moving over again. Look at that. Make up your mind. D, A, G, rest. D, A, G, F, D, 2, 3, tie, rest. Moving over again, same position. F, G, F, E, 2, 3, tie, rest. E, G, E, C, rest. C, E, C. And notice you have 2 measures of rest. This is where the left hand is going to play its little section. And then we're going to come back in on measure number 18, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's go ahead and play those rhythms. Ready? 1, 2, 3. C, D, E, rest. C, D, E. Now, I did write in a 1 there, so let's go ahead and actually play 1 on E. And the reason for that is we want to prepare to go back into D position again. Watch as I play it again from measure 18. C, D, E, rest. C, D, finger number 1 comes underneath. 2 to play 1 on E, E. But we're not going to go to E position. The reason for playing E here is so that my 3 does not go from one note to the next, but is free to just place on F, F, A, F, just like that, as we did at the beginning. So let's try it one more time. C, D, E, rest. C, D, finger number 1 comes underneath, plays E, but don't move to E position, be at D position. F, A, F, E, 2, 3, rest, or tie, rest. F, A, F, D, rest, not. Oh my goodness, whoa. Now this is after the repeat, by the way. You do have a repeat. We'll do that right after we finish talking about this section. But on measure number 23, we're going to get out of D position and we're going to expand our hand over about a 7th. Right there, look at that. So we have F, A, D, E. These are the 4 notes that we need to stretch our hand with. So make sure that your fingers are on the appropriate notes right there. Should have the fingerings. And let's go ahead and read the exact same rhythm as before. F, D, F, excuse me. F, A, D, to rest, move over to B minor diminished position again. D, F, E, rest, D, but stretching down to A. A, B, B natural, D on 3, just like we did before for B diminished. F, 2, 3, but then C position. D, rest. F, G, F. So as you can see, moving around a whole lot there. Okay, so let's just go over that section one more time. Okay, and as you can see, we're going to start on the, let's go ahead and start on the measure 22, right there at the bottom of that first page. We are in D minor again. F, A, F, D, rest, move it over. Remember that 7th stretch right there? Prepare that by just playing all 4 at the same time, blocked, and then play them one at a time. F, A, D, E, 2, move over, B diminished. D, F, E, D, A, B, D, F, 2, but squeeze here. D, rest. F, G, F. Okay, very good. So those are the notes for that first page. Notice that you do have a repeat there on measure 20, going back to the measure number 5. So that's going to be played twice. When you do it full tempo, it's going to make sense because it's going to be quite fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and practice this section every day. And we'll prepare for the metronome. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.